A heavy defeat for Leeds United away at Arsenal at the Emirates Stadium, but not a season-defining loss, according to head coach Daniel Farke in his post-match comments. When reflecting on the scoreline itself, it does look like a damaging defeat for Leeds. Losing by 5-0 against anyone is not a good look, but I think you have to give the side some credit. They did have their moments in the first half before the game got away from them. And Arsenal, of course, are just a very, very good side at this level of the Premier League. And so, as Farke made clear, this game won't define their season. And just because they've lost 5-0 in this game doesn't mean that they won't stay up and they won't be able to win other games. They beat Everton in their opening game of the season at Elland Road. So there's still lots to be positive for. From a Leeds perspective, but that defeat they'll have to bounce back from quickly as they go into their next game, but that's no easier against Newcastle United at Elland Road. But firstly, let's hear from Daniel Farke and of course Mikel Arteta as well, following the full-time whistle at the Emirates Stadium on Saturday afternoon.
Yes, tough night for us. There's no doubt we would have preferred to win this game and to be top of the table, league leaders. Anyhow, right now Arsenal is in this position, and we are well aware that we are newly promoted side and are fighting to win in the end. 38 points. Nights like this are not season defining for us. It was always a difficult game. First home game for Man United. Of course, you wish to have this fixture perhaps after a Champions League game. No, first home game. Without our captain, without Islam Badou, they are on the back of a important win for them away at Man United. All the new signings presented before kick-off, the whole stadium on it, was always a tough night for us. I think you could feel it in the first 10-15 minutes. They were pretty dominant. We were impressed, not that confident with the ball, but we survived the spirit and grew into the game. And I think then more and more we were also taking part in this game, had also our situations in the first 30 minutes, probably the best chance in the whole game was the header of Pascal Struijk. Yeah, top save from their goalkeeper. And then, of course, if you play against Arsenal, you have to defend the set pieces better. A bit annoyed that we conceded 2 set pieces 2 times. Timber in between my 2 strongest headers. So would have wished for a bit more awareness level, but it's also like when you have a night like this, Arsenal 5 shots on target, 5 goals. If they are that effective, it's always a bit difficult. So a bit annoyed that we conceded these 2 set pieces, also 2 goals and 2 times in added time. After promising win of the ball, we underestimated 2 times.
Arsenal boss Mikel Arteta was certainly encouraged by his side's output during the match.
Great, exactly how we wanted to start first game. We won in a really convincing way. You could sense something special in the atmosphere already before the match, and I think we have to be very proud of the way we played, the way we dominated the game, not concede any shots almost, and the clean sheet. And on top of that, a lot of good moments. Victor scoring his first 2 goals for the club. Thrilled and delighted for Julian after the long-term injury in his ankle and the hours that he's put in with all the physios and the medical department to score 2 goals at the Emirates. Very special. And then Mosque making his debut as well for the club. And then one of the highlights, without any question of a doubt, Max coming in at 15, making his debut and winning a penalty. So very proud.
As mentioned, Leeds next face Newcastle United in the Premier League at Elland Road, and that in itself will not be an easy test at all for Daniel Farke's side. Newcastle, yes, they haven't won a game yet, but they've displayed just what they're capable of against Aston Villa, drawing 0-0 in a game they probably should have won, and against the reigning champions Liverpool in a game they also probably should have won, despite losing at St James's Park. So it's another tough test to come for Leeds United before the international break, the first international break of the season. Leeds will go into it obviously damaged by the Arsenal result, but encouraged by the performance that they put on at home against Everton in their opening match of the season. For Daniel Farke's side, though, they just need to keep picking up points wherever they can throughout the campaign.